Hi, I'm Tony Lacantro and I'm at the RIU Good Oil Conference here in Perth, and I'm joined this afternoon by Mr. Kane Marshall, Managing Director of Key Petroleum, code KEY. Good afternoon, Kane.
G'day, Tony.
Now, Key, interesting stock. It was funny you should mention that because I'm on Twitter and almost every tweet I've written, your company likes.
Mate, that's me. I just can't get enough of you, mate. I'm sitting here now, I'm actually talking to you about the stock.
All right, now, your stock is trading under a set.
Yep.
Probably not a good place to be.
Yep.
So tell investors how you're going to get out of, well, get some value in, and you're not trading like a dog. Because once you price like a dog, you've got to bark like one.
So I guess what everyone says is, well, why are you a crap stock or why are you a stock that's got value? So we're the only company in two basins in Australia adjacent to the only refineries that refine oil field crude. Next, the gas pipeline, East Coast. We know the East Coast story. The themes resonate with all mums and dads, not just investors. Key thing to answer your question is where we are capped at now, and how can we basically break out of resistance to something that's meaningful, that starts to have something meaningful not only to retail investors, fundamental and technical traders, but also eventually your register who want to have institutional funds. Well, I think we're going to see in the next couple of weeks some transition from where the company has been historically. We've just acquired the Mount Horner oil field from AWE. That's got near field potential, reinvigorate the field back into production. So not only will we potentially see some near field development cash flow opportunities, we've actually got another part of the business that's been generating revenue. So all of a sudden, we're actually going to be launching some news flow, we're going to break out of hopefully break out of resistance, get a bit rid of the overhang on the stock, and actually then have the next 12 months after 3 years of just acquiring assets in the downturn. Now we actually execute a strategy in the upturn when the sentiment's improved. So as far as I'm concerned, we've held all the cards, the opportunities, while everyone else has been surviving. So that's a roundabout way of answering your question, I suppose.
I guess because you've got over 1.3 billion shares on issue, are you going to look at some point tidying up your structure?
No, we have no need to do any consolidation of the capital structure. The free float stock's actually about 15%. So long-term cornerstone investors. We've been supported by Sandlam out of the East Coast, and now we're doing a lot of things under the radar. And now we're going to see, when this breaks out, we'll see a re-rating. And so it's very difficult with a capital structure like this, if it's purely retail churn, to re-rate. And I think because we've had those long-term shareholders there for a while and are not likely to sell anytime soon, you've actually probably only got 300 million of the capital structure to trade. And in particular, if the re-rate is to longer term investors, then you're going to break out of a cent to 1.5 cents and then a couple of deals, or anything that can happen very quickly in this industry you can re-rate. And I think we're one of the few companies that actually can do that, and one of the few companies in the sector that has the exposure we do.
Sounds like a fantastic recovery story. Is there any major exploration kicker coming? And what are the chances of success?
Well, like you said, I think probably in the last week, it only takes one hole to change everything. And I guess what we will focus on is near-term low-risk stuff that we hopefully won't be funding. I'm fairly certain that will happen. And then from there, not only we can organically grow, but if you look at where the industry is and the opportunities, we're probably one of the few opportunities that appeal to private equity, and independents out of North America, for example, who want a big entry into the Cooper Basin, adjacent to infrastructure. So, that's going to be something that I think people need to look at the next 6 months. Okay, you re-rate, and then what's the kicker? Can we, is this a story that of a shell that was, capped at 2 million that can actually be successful and break back out into a sort of $10, $50 million market cap spectrum, if you like?
Sounds like a fantastic story, and I look forward to following it, and no doubt you'll be following me.
Oh mate, I can't wait to keep stalking you.
Okay, thanks Kane.
Thanks Tony.